Hello, and thanks for joining us today. In this video, we're going to cover the testing process for units in our TempAssure validated program. These tests are also called thermal mapping. Using these thermal mapping tests gives our customers confidence that the trucks transporting their pharmaceutical shipments will maintain specified temperatures during transit. Here at FedEx Custom Critical, we perform these tests on each and every truck in our TempAssure validated fleet to make sure we reach the best service levels possible. Before a unit comes in for a test, we check to make sure it has undergone a Temperature Control Unit Preventative Maintenance inspection. The Preventative Maintenance, or PM, verifies that all the components of the Temperature Control Unit, or TCU, are in good working order. This maintenance is performed every 6 months. We also verify that the data logger and probes have been calibrated within the past 12 months. Every truck has 4 hardwired probes that measure the air temperatures inside the cargo hold and around the cargo. The probes are in 4 spots: front left, front right, rear left, and rear right, and are installed based on FedEx Custom Critical standards. The temperatures recorded by the hardwired probes will appear on the temperature data receipt. Another standard piece of paperwork, the Data Logger Verification Certificate, confirms that these probes are measuring temperatures correctly. The PM and the data logger verification occur before the unit comes in for testing, but there is still pre-testing once it arrives. Before we start thermal mapping, we perform an installation qualification, where we visually inspect the cargo hold area, including the walls, ceilings, floors, doors, and door seals, to make sure there is no damage or gaps. If the unit is a trailer, our quality assurance coordinators inspect the chute to make sure it is in good condition and will allow airflow. The unit's freight securement equipment is also checked to make sure it is not blocking airflow. When the pre-testing is complete, we move on to the thermal mapping. The first test, an operational qualification, or OQ, is a stationary empty study. At FedEx Custom Critical, we test the units empty because it represents the worst-case scenario. When the truck is empty, there is the largest amount of air for the TCU to control. And the TCU has to control the air temperature without any help from any preconditioned product cargo. Before starting the OQ, we place 9 very sensitive sensors into the cargo hold area in pre-specified locations: the top and bottom corners in the front and rear of the cargo hold, and one in the center. These sensors capture and record the temperature of the air around them every 5 minutes. A 10th sensor is then placed outside to collect ambient temperature data during the test. Once we start the OQ, we thermal map the units at 3 temperatures: minus 20 degrees Celsius, 5 degrees Celsius, and 22 degrees Celsius, in order to set the normal operating range of the truck. The unit must maintain stabilized temperatures on each of these set points for at least 12 hours in order to pass the OQ portion of the test. Once the unit has completed the OQ, we remove the sensors and analyze the data to confirm the unit has passed. If the data shows that the unit has passed the OQ, we can move forward with the performance qualification, or PQ. The performance qualification is a moving study, and the TCU must be on for a minimum of 8 hours. The PQ is performed with a set point of 5 degrees Celsius. We measure temperatures by placing 3 temperature monitors in the cargo hold area: one in the front, one in the center, and one in the back. Once the temperature data has been analyzed and we confirm the unit has passed, the truck is ready for TVAL use. However, once the unit has passed, it is not done forever. In addition to the PQ, the TVAL team reviews the temperature data on every TempAssure validated shipment. We're essentially performing a PQ on every TVAL shipment. Also, units must be retested every 18 months in order to remain in the TVAL program. Well, that concludes our presentation. Just to recap, we covered the installation qualification, operational qualification, and performance qualification, collectively known as the IOPQ. If you have further questions regarding the testing of our units, please feel free to contact a member of the TempAssure validated team.